Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So Elina is here, and today I'm actually having a very special workout for you today. It's kind of like my Valentine's Day gift. So pretty much this workout is a low impact beginners aerobics workout with a primary focus on the glutes and legs. So it's all like low body oriented. It will include 10 moves, which each of them will be done for 1 minute, and then this would be just the cardio, and then it's going to be several minutes in the end of dynamic stretching to ensure that we really stretch the muscles out. Each move would be done for about a minute, and I would have a little bit more detailed description in my blog. So if you have questions, you can always put comments on the channel, or you can read it in the blog. And for this workout, we actually won't need any equipment because we're just going to do a lot of things standing up. And I've been doing this workout barefoot just because I'm comfortable with that, and you know, I've been active since the age of 8, so it's like 20 years as of now. But if you're new to fitness, if you have any issues with the feet, or you just don't feel comfortable working out barefoot, it's absolutely fine. You can have appropriate sneakers. So wherever you're ready, we're going to start. So the first move I'm going to actually be doing would be very basic warm-up for your hamstrings. So wherever you're ready, you're going to actually touch the opposite foot with your opposite arm. You're going to stand very straight and tall. Keep going for a little bit longer. As you can see, this move is very basic. It doesn't involve too much of your body, so you're not burning, too many calories or anything like that. But we actually still bring the blood into the hamstrings. Very important, the muscle in your body, muscles actually. So you're gonna continue for about 20 more seconds. So it's just a moment before we're gonna build up a little bit and do a progression in this move, which can actually incorporate your upper body in addition to your lower one. We still have to warm it up. We have 5 seconds left on this one. Almost there, staying very strong. Now, wherever you're ready, you're gonna lift your arms up and you're gonna kick your glutes and really bring your elbows back and together. Feeling your upper back working. Keeping your elbows really high, making sure that you're going rather fast, because even though we're warming up, remember it's a pretty short and intense workout, so you have to give it all in the next 15 minutes. How are you doing? As you can see, this one is much more challenging than it actually looks. Many people have this, preconception is that low impact is actually very simple, and it's not necessarily true. It depends how you make it. So we have about 20 seconds left. Staying very strong, making sure that the elbows are high. Keep pushing. We have the last 10. I know you can totally do this. Keep going a little bit longer. And the last 3. You got it. Now, here's what I want to do. I'm going to actually warm up the hips and work your core a little bit. So you're going to lift both of the arms up. You're going to actually lift the same knee and the same elbow. By the way, your hip might crack a little bit like mine did. It's absolutely fine as long as you have no pain. As you can see, I'm going pretty fast. My back is pretty straight, so I'm not leaning anywhere. This is a very basic motion. It's great to actually warm up your back, work your core, and burn a little bit of calories. You'll be surprised in about 10 seconds or so, it's going to actually get a little bit tiring. We're going to have more advanced move coming in a second. Remember, we're only almost 3 minutes in, so we still have 7 minutes to really kick it like we mean it. And we have 15 seconds left. Staying very strong. And we have the last 10. Remember, it's just a moment. Working for the chocolate for Valentine's. In the last 5. And relax. Now, as promised, I'm going to actually do a little bit more advanced move right now. So here is what I want you to do. You're going to extend the arm out, and you're going to lift the opposite leg and the opposite arm. As you can see, my foot is flexed. I'm really straight. This move, actually, what it does, it feels like 20 birds with one stone. I'm not exaggerating, because what it does, it helps you to stretch your hamstrings, work your core, really work your legs. And as you can see, your upper body is involved too, because we're utilizing our arms. Oh, by the way, it also helps you with the balance, because it takes a lot to actually maintain yourself in an upright position when you are, for a second, using only one leg. Stay very, very strong. And we have the last 10 seconds left before we're going to switch. So 4 minutes out of 6, stay very, very strong. And the last one. Now, we're going to switch our emphasis, and here's what I want you to do. You're going to actually lift the leg and bring it down. Stay very straight and tall. And if you're actually losing the balance for whatever reason, you can always don't lift it that high. You can even lift it like till here. It's absolutely fine. Just focus on actually staying very strong and bring it as fast as possible. Keep going. Really, really working the outer hip, the outer thigh. And we're almost there. Are you ready? Let's switch. By the way, one side can be significantly wobbly than the other. Well, in theory, you know, everybody has to have the even hip joints, but I've never met a person like that, and I should talk to a physical therapist about it. He said he never met people like that either. It's very hard to actually keep your hip joints perfectly aligned. And the last 10 seconds, staying very, very strong. We're almost there. You got it. Now, whenever you're ready, here is what I want you to do. We're going to actually progress a little bit, and we're going to twist. As you can see, what I did, it's the progression of the move which we did. With the only difference that right now, we're keeping the back straight, and we're actually twisting and bringing the leg in. This one is much more challenging, so if it is too much for you, you can always come back to the basic one, like this one. And you also can completely slow down. You don't have to push, you know, as fast. It's absolutely fine. You know, remember that as long as you're moving, not sitting on a couch, in a chair, or in a car, you're already really doing a good job. I'm not kidding you. You know, we always have to start somewhere. And we have the last 5 seconds left. In the last 4 minutes. Are you ready? Right, let's make it a little bit funner. So you're going to bring the arms up. Here's what I want you to do. You're going to flex the foot. You're going to twist and lift the leg. As you can see, I'm going pretty slow with this one. Remember, it's only 4 minutes left. Keep going. If it is too hard for you, remember, you can always come back to the basic one which you've done, which is this one. Or you can stay with me, and you can actually continue really, really pushing yourself. However, make sure that you're not losing the balance. Because if you're losing the balance, it's totally not worth the risk. Well, I've never had anybody fallen actually, but still, you never want to take this chance. And we have the last 10 seconds left. Keep going a little bit longer. And the last 5. This one's a little bit challenging. And relax. Now, for the last 3 minutes, I'm going to actually give you one move which would be a little bit gentler, and then we're going to switch to a couple of challenges. So I'm going to step to the side and lift your arms. Keep going. You're going to actually enjoy this one because, as I said, this is going to be a break move because I'm going to really, really kick it a notch in the last couple of minutes before we're going into the cool down. I'm going to demonstrate you a couple of my really, really favorite exercises for the glutes. They're rather rare and they're very, very challenging, but it doesn't mean you cannot do it. As usual, I can actually provide a couple of modifications for you. Keep going. We actually have 20 seconds left. As you can see, I'm just kind of speeding up to kind of burn it off and blast it out in the last 10 as of now. See, I'm trying to distract you. Keeping your back strong and straight. And the last 5. Perfect. Now, the challenge move which I promised you. So you're going to stand straight and tall, your arms on your waistline, flex the foot, bring the leg out. And again, lift it as high as your body allows you to go without losing your balance. We're going for 30 seconds aside. As you can see, I'm going pretty fast, but it took me a while to get to this point. So you can actually start very, very low, like right here, if you're not feeling comfortable with this range of motion. As I said, it does take a while. This exercise is called the roundhouse kick. Sometimes I'm actually taking my arms off because it's easier for me to maintain the balance this way, but you definitely don't have to do it this way. It depends on your preferences. Now we're going to switch. This time we're going in. Pay attention, I'm going to bring my leg inward. And the other one. And again, this one is a really confusing move, but it really works in your coordination. It really works the joints, so you're not only burning the calories, you're actually rehabilitating a little bit. Because you do need to move your hip joint around in order for it to be healthy. Staying very strong in the last 10 seconds, so you get distracted by the clock. And the last 5, staying very strong. We're almost there. And the last one. Now, at the end, we're going to actually, I changed my mind and decided to do a very easy move. So here's what I want you to do. You're pretty much just going to lift the leg and you're going to kick it. So you're going to lift it up and extend it out and bring it down, going in a little bit of a slow motion. As you can see, I'm just opening my palm up and I'm standing very straight. And for now, I'm going to actually go a little bit faster just to burn a little bit more calories in the end before I'm actually going into the dynamic stretching. Keep pushing through. I actually broke a little bit of the sweat, which for me is surprising. I'm just a little bit tired today. Didn't sleep very well, so just want to make sure that you don't think I cannot do my workouts even like that. Keep going a little bit longer. We have about 20 seconds left. Actually, we have a little bit more left, so you can enjoy the moment. And as I said, we're slowly switching to the cool down part of the workout, when we're going to do a little bit of the dynamic stretching for both your legs and your upper body, because it is equally important. We need to make sure that we stretch in both, and we're still going to burn a little bit of calories because we're going to be in motion. The last 5. And relax. Now the stretching, you're going to lift both of the arms up and you're going to twist just your upper body, making sure you're actually looking forward. As you can see, my elbows are up. And as promised, we're going for a minute. By the way, you don't have to go that fast. If you feel that your back is tight or you have any back problems, be very careful before you're doing a twist like that. You know, right now we actually warmed it up, so you should be absolutely fine because, you know, we loosened up the muscles. But just in case, again, if you have any serious back problems, you know, like herniated disc injury, bulging disc, or anything like that, or any neck problems, I really encourage you to still consult your doctor. You know, it never hurts to just ask. And we have the last 20 seconds left in this position. Before we're going to actually stretch your hamstrings a little bit with one of my favorite yoga stretches. And we have the last 10. Staying very strong. We're almost there, and the last 5. Perfect. Now, before we're going into the hamstrings, we're going to still work a little bit on the upper back. So you're going to push your shoulders back and down, staying straight. You're not going too low. As you can see, I'm just slowly swinging from one side to the other. And I'm about, you know, almost till the knee, but it does depend on your flexibility. Making sure that you're keeping your back really straight and you're keeping your shoulders back and down. We're really loosening the muscles up. As of now, we're actually switching the emphasis from the upper back to your lower one in the middle. As you can see, we're slowly going from up to down. So we are going to actually work a little bit on the hamstrings in about 20 seconds. So as I said, all the moves are going to be done for a minute. Keep going a little bit longer. And we have the last 10 seconds left. Almost there. And the last 5. Perfect. Now the hamstrings. As you can see, my legs are pretty wide. You can always bend the knees if you need to. As you can see, my arms are crossed. I'm very slowly leaning forward. And I'm gonna chill in here for a little bit. Just finding my balance. I'm slowly swinging to the side and to the other side. When you're doing that, as you can see, I'm actually going pretty fast. Make sure to keep your body close to your legs. And every time you're going down, make sure you're going a little bit lower for an extra stretch. Staying very strong. Now you're going to come back to the side and cross your arms. You can totally do this, don't be scared, alright? You're going to breathe yourself in as close to your body as possible. Really hold it here, making sure you're not holding your breath. If you actually would like to do the appropriate breath, you can inhale deeply through your nose and exhale loudly through your mouth for 6 deep breaths. Hold it here for a little bit longer, feeling the stretch. Come back through the center. Switch to the other side. Bring yourself in as close to your leg as possible. By the way, one side can be much tighter than the other. Again, it is not the best option, but it happens to many people. Just make sure to watch out for that. Now, when you're ready, you're going to come back to the center. Touch the floor to find your balance. Slowly, slowly walk yourself in. And you're going to actually turn sideways so you can see it. The knees are bent, the arms are crossed. You're going to hang it here. Slowly sway to the side, just a little bit, and the other side. Because if you don't do it a little bit, you can actually lose your balance. You might. Uncross your arms, straighten your knees to the best of your ability. Really bring yourself in. Don't be afraid. This one is not as bad as it looks. I mean, you'll feel it, but it's definitely not the most advanced stretch, but it's a really, really good one. You're going to slowly, slowly, slowly come up. As I said, I'm actually going to put the description of this workout on the blog, so if you forgot something, you can always look it up. And any questions or comments are always more than welcome. Have a wonderful day.